Oh, we're gonna be. Okay, everybody, it's HB. Hello there. It's December the 28th, Thursday. It's time for the weekly chart review. Charts of the swing trade review. And let's get going. There's a lot of stocks on this list. AI. Well, the stock popped and pulled back and then popped again, but the stock is in basing period, I think. And once it gets over 34, you're looking at 39 and 45, I believe, for a swing trade, but we need to get that breakout without a breakdown. Up next is AMRX, which we put when it broke out as a swing. It popped and then backed off and then went vertical from 446 to today's high at 640. My target was reached there. My secondary target is about 7.5. It looks very good and should extend. APLD. After breaking a downtrend and popping, we put a swing on it and backed off and went very similar to the prior stock. You can see that this one looking like 8 and 11 might be targets. Apps broke out of a base, flagged, we put a swing on it. It's moved from about under 6 to about 732 at the high a week ago, but it's flagging, consolidating, wedging in here. Let's just say that might be the angle of ascent. And if I draw my lines properly, I'm looking at a move to about 8 1/4.5. AUTL also broke out. We put a swing on it. It's moved nonstop, reaching the top of the channel through my first target of 6, second target 7 1/4.5 area. Looking very good. Strong momentum. Of course, a lot of these stocks are extended, but momentum is fantastic. CRDO broke out of a base, retested and popped. We put a swing on it today. It reached a new high at 20.77 before backing off. Wasn't a great close. It closed under 20. Nevertheless, up a small fraction. Underlying technicals aren't as good as I'd like them to be, but the OBV looks good. Let's just say that I think this stock can extend if it gets through here into the mid-20s. DQ, one of the larger Chinese semiconductor stocks, after a huge uptrend, which we caught, is now in a multi-month, year and a half long downtrend. It's seen a drop from 77 down to low 20s. Well, it's reversed. It got back above the moving averages, and I put a swing back on it. I believe you're going to see a retest of this level around 30. EYPT popped sharply with a major breakaway gap on big drug news, then backed off. We put a swing on it, and then popped and coiled and broke out. Looks like it's having a little difficulty getting to 24.65, but your next target is 28.5 and 32. GPS, major breakaway gap. It popped. We put a swing on it. It kept running, met both of my targets, and now it's coiling. Next target, 25. Iovance broke out. We put a swing on it. It's popped and pulled back, and then popped again and pulled back. Double bottom and key support around 6, I would say 670. Resistance at 9. We get to that. It's an $11 stock, I believe, 10 3/4. Kopin, a low price puppy, as many of you remember from years ago when it ran from 1 to 13. Well, it broke out. It's had a steady run now of 10 days in a row. So maybe a little extended, but my targets are retest of the 235.50 zone and then 3. LTHM in the lithium group, Livent, broke out. We put a swing on it. It backed off and retested. Now it's gone up to the first target near 19. Today's high, 1892. Secondary target is 22. New uptrend underway. Moving averages crossing over. Looks pretty good. Same with MP. MP broke a major declining channel. Went to the moving averages, popped and formed a wedge, and then popped again, and now it's flagging. I like to look at this. 22.5 and 26 are your targets. And in OX, a little stubborn in here as it's having a difficult time getting up past 7 1/4. It popped and reversed and then came down in a falling wedge. It's still holding the trend line. It's just a tad below price support. And the moving average, right now your key support levels are the 50-day, which comes in around 613, and then below that, 585. Targets, 7 3/4 and 9. NTRA, put that on today. I was looking for a fantastic the way this looks to me is that it's about to break through that level, and if it does, we can see something in the high 60s and low to mid 70s. NTRA. Oscar broke out, exploded, pulled back. We put a swing on it, and then popped and wedged, and then popped again. Really like the look of this. Targets are 10 and 11.5. Rocket Labs popped, pulled back, formed a little flag. We put a swing on it. and then it took off like a rocket. 6 3/4 and 7 3/4, 8 are targets. RNA popped out and then formed a wedge. We put a swing on it. It backed off a little bit, but held support, and now took off and jumped from 6 3/4 to 9.5. My targets were 10, so we're getting close, and then 12. RUN in the solar group, breakaway pop, flag, and then go. This is a tech trader swing. It's moved from 12.5 to 20. The next target is 23 and 25. SGHT exploded, put a swing on it. It kept going to the first target, filling a gap, and stalled today on some negative news, but it held up pretty well considering. I'm still looking for 7 and 8. Another lithium stock with an inverse head and shoulder and a breakaway, then pull back when I needed this to get to 34.5, and then you're looking at high 30s and low to mid 40s. Snow, breakout, I have a beautiful base, breakaway gap and flag and flag and pop again. Looking really good. It's had a move from October low of 138 to over 200 and reach my targets. Now, secondary target would be 220 and 250. SRRK has been great to us. It popped and broke out. We put a swing on it, then from the wedge and ran hard from the flag and broke out. It's a fantastic run from under 6 to over 20. My target now 26.7. SSYS, perhaps a takeover play. I got another takeover offer that they're rejecting, but from Nano Dimension. But now I think if it gets about 15, it's going to the high teens, maybe low 20s on a takeover. STN, South American software stock, broke through a triple top and kept running. Pulled back, popped again. This is extended beautifully from the October low under 10. It's got more than doubled to the 18.5 range. Next targets are 20 and 22. SYM popped out, breakaway gap. We put a swing on it and ran up to the first target and backed off. It's consolidating at a wedge. I like the look of it. Breakout here, we head to mid 60s. U popped out, put a swing on it, kept running and backed off. It's looking very good at a sharply rising angle. I'd have to say the target now is 45-47 zone. UIS popped and ran away. We put a swing on it. It kept running. It's in a rising channel. I like the look of this, but it has resistance at 6 across the board here. If you break out at that level, this could be substantially to 8 and 9 zone, if not even low to mid-teens eventually. Upstart popped out. We put a swing on it, formed a little flag and broke, and flag it again. Next target is mid-50s, low to mid-60s. Viking Therapeutics, also breakaway gap, pop. We put a swing on it. It's moved and made a new height for the rally to 20.77 today, but my follow-through target is 25. VZIO popped, flagged, and broke out and flagged. Got moving averages crossed over. It consolidated. We put a swing on it. It's gone from about 6 3/4 to 8. My next target is 9 and 10.5. Wheat and precious metals, the leader in silver. Inverse head and shoulder, breakaway move, retest, pop. Targets now 53 and 56. And finally, a little wrap. The bottom right-hand extension, breakaway move, and now platform. I'm fully, I believe this is a $4.5 stock, if not further. It might get up to 6. Those are my targets going forward. Nice base on that one. And that's it tonight for the techtrader.com swing trade review for this week. Bye, everybody.